What would you do if your best friend turned into your worst enemy over a guy you just met on a plane? Imagine being trapped in a storm, stuck in a random city, and realizing the handsome stranger sitting between you is the ultimate prize in a high-stakes game of sabotage. Well, buckle up, because today we're diving into a story where friendship goes out the window at 30,000 feet, and things get messy fast. Meet Kate and Megan. They're best friends, roommates, and honestly, they're both having the literal worst week of their lives. Kate is a stressed-out English teacher who just got voluntarily asked to leave her job by a principal who clearly doesn't appreciate her teaching style. On the other side of the apartment, Megan is a sales rep who couldn't sell a miracle to a saint, and to top it off, her car just got towed. They're broke, unemployed, and desperate. So, naturally, Megan decides the best solution is a spontaneous trip to Florida. The chaos starts before they even leave the ground. They're late, the security lines are miles long, and Megan, ever the strategist, flirts her way to the front of the line. But the real story begins once they board. Kate, who's terrified of heights, pops a few too many anxiety pills and passes out. While she's catching Z's, a literal god walks onto the plane. His name is Ryan, he's a firefighter, and he's sitting right between our two besties. Now, normally, friends would have each other's backs, right? Not these two. The moment Kate wakes up and sees Ryan, the best friend contract is null and void. It's a full-on charm offensive. But just as the flirting hits a peak, Mother Nature decides to join the party. A massive hurricane hits Florida, and their flight is diverted to St. Louis. They're stuck in a budget hotel, and the race for Ryan's heart, or at least his attention, officially begins. The gloves come off almost immediately. Megan's luggage is lost, so she tries to borrow a dress from Kate. Kate, knowing exactly what Megan is up to, hits her with a cold no. But Megan is resourceful. She shows up to drinks wearing a traditional Indian dress she basically stole from another guest's suitcase. She looks incredible, and Kate is fuming. To distract Ryan from Megan's look, they end up in an impromptu dance-off that is as cringe as it is hilarious. Megan gets a little too into it, her dress slips, and the night ends in a total disaster. You'd think they'd learn, but the next day is even wilder. They decide to go on a hot air balloon ride. Remember, Kate is terrified of heights. She only agrees to go because she refuses to leave Megan alone with Ryan. While they're 500 feet in the air, Megan tries to pop a bottle of champagne to set the mood. Instead, the cork flies off and hits the pilot directly in his one good eye. Now, they're drifting aimlessly with a blinded pilot until they eventually crash land into a child's birthday party. Talk about a buzzkill, the sabotage reaches a fever pitch when they decide to road trip the rest of the way. Megan tries to lock Kate in a disgusting gas station bathroom, and Kate retaliates by showing Ryan an embarrassing childhood photo of Megan where she looks like a different species. It's petty, it's mean, and honestly, it's kind of relatable. But things take a dark turn when Megan tries to drug Kate's wine with sleeping pills. The plan backfires when their driver, Craig, drinks the whole bottle instead and crashes the car into a ditch. That night at a motel, the tension finally breaks. Ryan finds Kate alone and tells her he's been wanting to talk to her in private the whole time. They get intimate. Meanwhile, Megan is at a local bar, drowning her sorrows, and ends up bonding with Craig, the driver. The next morning, the girls try to make peace over breakfast, but the truth comes out, Ryan slept with both of them. A physical brawl breaks out in the hotel lobby, ending with a wardrobe falling on both of them, but here is the ultimate plot twist, the kind that makes you want to scream at the screen. While they're being questioned by the police, they check Ryan's social media. It turns out, Ryan isn't just going to a wedding, he's the one getting married. He played them both the entire time. The girls rush to the wedding to stop it, but they're too late. They confront him, and Ryan, without an ounce of shame, basically tells them they were both throwing themselves at him, so why wouldn't he take advantage? As they watch him get dragged away by his terrifyingly strict new wife, Kate and Megan realize that maybe losing him was the biggest win they could have asked for. In the end, the experience changes them. Megan finds a real connection with Craig, and Kate finds her backbone, going back to her school and demanding a better position instead of quitting. They realize they need a little space to grow, deciding to move out but stay best friends. It's a wild reminder that sometimes the person you're fighting over isn't worth the bridge you're burning. So, I have to ask, Have you ever had a friend try to sabotage your love life, or were you the one doing the sabotaging? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories like this one. Thanks for watching.